Okay, so I think it's time for us to begin. So maybe we
Okay,
can pass to Jolie.
let's start. Hello everyone. Welcome to our consultation day of JUPAS 2021. I'm Jolie, a year 3 student from Department of Information System studying IFMG Information Management. So our sessions today is about 3 JUPAS choices: JS1017 Department of Information Systems, JS1018 BBA Global Business Systems Management, and JS1019 BBA Information Management. So first of all, let me introduce 3 of our smart teachers here in the Department of Information Systems. We have Dr. Joseph Korn, our promotion tutor, who will soon deliver a presentation on our JUPAS choices.
Hello.
Also, Dr. David Su, my program leader of BBA Information Management.
Hello, everyone.
And Tanya Lau, the program leader of BBA Global Business System Management. She is also the admission tutor. So during the live, you can ask if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat box.
Okay, so I think well, we have done some testing, and I think there is some kind of delay related to the chat box and related to the broadcasting stream, but no worries. In case you have any questions during our presentation, feel free to type something in the chat box, and me, Tanya, and David will try our best to answer your questions.
So let me continue. Also, in addition to these live sessions, we will have a Q&A session hosted by our admission tutor, Tanya, later today in 1 o'clock. So the link is available in the video description below and also on our consultation day webpage. The live sessions will also be kept available on YouTube. So you could always watch this once again and also forward to your friends. So now may I ask Joseph to give a presentation about our department and our smart JUPAS choices. And after Joseph's presentation, we will have a Q&A session in which four of us will answer your questions. So Joseph, please.
Okay, so thank you very much, Jolie. Let me change my presentation view. Okay, here. Okay, so welcome everyone to this consultation day, and I am Dr. Joseph Kong from the Department of Information System, and it is my honor to show you something related to our department and about our JUPAS choices JS1017, 1018, and 1019. So first of all, some who's who related to who we are. So we have Dr. David Su, who is the program leader of JS1017, 1019. We have Tanya, who is the program leader of JS1018, and also she is the IS admission tutor of our department. So I'm Dr. Joseph Kong. The department like me to talk about these promotional things because I'm the promotion tutor, and also I graduated here. So I have completed my BBA Information Management. I cannot remember when, but anyway, I think it's a good experience which I can share with all of you. And also we have one of our very smart student, Jolie, who is our MC today. Now welcome everyone to our JUPAS consultation day once again. So at the beginning of my presentation, I would like to give you some background information related to what is information system. Maybe you have heard about computer system, but what is information system? Now, the idea about our discipline, information system, is we try to study some kind of the application of smart technology in the business context. So we are not only studying smart technologies, and we are not only studying business. We study the application of these smart technologies in the business context. So this is this is our discipline, and not every university in Hong Kong has an information system department. I think only 4 to 5 universities, including the CityU University, has an IS department. And among all those universities, we are the largest IS department in Hong Kong in terms of the number of staff and in terms of the number of undergraduate students. And in terms of research output, our department is the first in Asia and number 6 in the whole world. So you will expect that in case your JUPAS choice is JS1017, 1018, and 1019, you are going to receive the most up-to-date and you will receive the best education from the world's most famous professors in our discipline. Now, what is smart technology? So I have talked about our discipline is about the application of smart technologies in the business context. So let me talk about ABC of smart technologies. We have what we call artificial intelligence, we have what we call big data, and what we call cloud services, and these ABC are now actually facilitating how business work nowadays. So maybe I can show you something like this. So 10 years ago, if you try to look at the list of largest public company in the whole world, you can see there is a good mix of technology, finance, energy, and other businesses. 5 years ago, you will see Apple, Google, and Microsoft are here. Last year, you will see that tech company now dominates. And just before our Easter holiday, you will see that in the whole world, there are 5 $1 trillion company in the whole world, and 4 of them are tech companies. They are Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Alphabet. And in case you are interested to know, there is another 1 trillion company in the whole world that is called the Saudi Arabia Oil Company. Now, so among all these 5 $1 trillion company, 4 of them are tech companies. So why could they be so successful? Now, in case you are very smart, 10 years ago you invest some money to buy the shares of Apple, you will find that their company size grow 10 times. So in case you buy some Apple shares 10 years ago, you will become very rich nowadays. So if you talk about Apple, why are they so successful nowadays? Now, when I talk about Apple, many of you may be thinking about iPhone, iPad, Mac, but in fact, I can show you some figures. Now, these are the most recent 6-year figures related to the revenue distribution of Apple, this company. You can see in the most recent 3 years, their revenue is more than 250 billion, but roughly the same. But you can see that in fact, their sales of iPhone actually is dropping, while their distribution contributed from cloud services and iWatch, all these type of things are growing, while iPad and Mac stays consistent. You will see that these tech giants become very successful not because they are selling more hardware. They are selling less iPhone, but they are having more revenue contributed from cloud services and big data collected from these type of watches and accessories. Now, if you look at another big giant, Microsoft, you will see that their contribution from intelligent cloud is actually growing as well. While if you compare the sales of personal computer is dropping. So you can observe something. These company become 1 trillion company and become very successful because of some kind of smart technologies like cloud and like these type of variables related to big data. And our objective of running our JUPAS program JS1017, 1018, and 1019 is to develop you in using or developing ABC to smart business and business applications. So these are some of our graduates who go to Apple, go to Microsoft, and go to Google and do something related to ABC. Now, these are some kind of background information related to our department and also related to our discipline. Now, our department this year provide 3 JUPAS choices: JS1017 Department of Information System, JS1018 Global Business System Management, we call it GBSM, and also we have JS1019 Information Management, IFMG. So I will talk about their relationship using this very simple diagram. So we have JS1017 as some kind of indirect intake, and this group of applicants, or this group of JUPAS students, will enter university, study 1 general year, and at the end of your first year you are going to pick your major. Your major could be Global Business System Management, or your major could be Information Management. We also provide some kind of direct intake called JS1018 Global Business System Management, which is the direct intake. This group of 10 students will go directly to the GBSM program, and this JS1019, these 10 students will go directly to the Information Management program. But the majority will be from the indirect intake. These 69 students will take 1 general year, and then at the end of their first year they will pick their first major. Now maybe you're a secondary school student, so maybe you don't have any idea about what does it mean by studying in the university. So let me give you a very brief summary about what does it mean studying in university. So basically the university divide our syllabus into different courses, and in order to graduate you need to complete around 40 courses, and in these 40 courses there are around 10 courses which is called the IS major, which is something related to your major. And in order to be called a business student, there are 14 courses, there are 6 electives, and there are 10 courses related to your university. So mainly I will talk about these 10 courses, which is something that you are going to study related to A, B, C, and make you become successful in the smart business nowadays. Now, first of all, I would like to talk about the first program we have, which is our elite program, BBA Global Business System Management. We call it the GBSM. Now, once again, indirect intake JS1017, direct intake JS1018. So what is GBSM? Basically, the GBSM is Global Smart Technology and Business. These are what we call the GBSM program. Now, GBSM student, whether you are coming from JS1017 or you are direct intake JS1018, after 1 year of study and after the second year of study, in your third year you will have the double exchange. You are going to pick 2 regions out of 3 available choices, and then you will go to exchange for the whole year. Now, for GBSM, there are some important courses that you need to take. Mainly, these are some global business system, global business technology courses related to the application of ABC in smart business. Something related to strategy and tactical management, consultation, and also the entrepreneurship and innovation. Now, for these 2 overseas exchange, there are 3 available choices, and you can pick 2 in 2 different semesters. That's why this group of students in GBSM is very happy. They will disappear from the whole year. You can pick American University, European University, or Asia Pacific University. You could pick 2 out of these 3 choices. Now, and also, the GBSM program is very flexible. We try to give you the flexibility so that you can take these type of courses in universities overseas. You may, in case you are interested in some kind of foreign languages, you can take some foreign languages courses. Remember, we do not allow you to pick your native language, so don't tell me that you come from mainland China and then you take business 普通话 for your foreign language. No, not your native language. Now, in case the GBSM student would like to know more and become an expert in some kind of technical issues, they could pick some courses related to our IS knowledge, like some programming courses in Python, some database, big data, in case you are interested in those type of social media and cyber security. Feel free to do so. And in case you are interested to know more business knowledge, you could also pick some other business courses in other departments as well. So we have some very interesting students. This is Sabrina, who is our IS representative in our graduation ceremony this year. Now, this is something that she mentioned gives her some kind of great global exposure, connected socially and practically to their career. Now we have Dorothy. I think she take a semester of internship break, and she told me now she registered herself as an licensed individual insurance agent in Hong Kong. Well, as you may know, in case you would like to sell insurance product in Hong Kong, you need to get a license, and I think Dorothy spent her spare time to get this type of license, which is very interesting. Now, the second program that I'm going to talk about is the BBA Information Management IFMG. Now, we have indirect intake from JS1017 and we have direct intake from JS1019. So what is information management? The information management program is teaching you how to apply this type of tech and smart technology in the business content, and this is what we call the information management program. Now, for as a smart professional, I think it is very important to know what will be happening upon your graduation. Now, this is something that I always tell my students, is that in our discipline, we only talk about what is happening now and what will happen in the future. We don't talk about history in our discipline. So history has no meaning in our discipline. So for this group of students, after your first year of study, you will pick a stream. You could pick BI, Business Intelligence. You could pick ISA, Information System Auditing, or you may pick ISSN, Internet Service and Social Media stream. So I will talk about this stream in detail, but for all students who are into the information management program, you need to take courses related to database. You need to know how to design a software. Even if you don't know how to program one, you need to know how to design one. And also at the end of your study, we will show you something related to global project management, because nowadays projects are cross-country. You have multinational companies which your teammate may be not next to you, maybe they are in another country. So how to work with them? So these are something that every information management student need to study. Now maybe I can talk about each stream. The first stream available is that in case you are interested in some more in-depth technical knowledge, you could pick business intelligence stream. You will learn something related to big data, something related to programming, data visualization, business intelligence, and also do some type of AI machine learning, smart technology, application of ABC in the smart business. Now, this is some kind of news that I have just received in the previous week, is that nowadays, I think CityU is now pushing what they call the CityU talent program, is that in case you are taking BI as your stream, if you are studying BBA Information Management, there is a possibility that you can also get a master degree for the same 4 years of study. So in case you would like to know more detail related to this 3+1 undergraduate plus taught postgraduate program, you need to look into this CityU talent program website. There are specific information about what are the requirements in case you would like to have the master degree together with your BBA degree within the same 4 years of study. So there is an possibility for you to do so now in case you are taking information management BI stream. Now, this is something that my mom always tell me, okay son, so you need to be a professional. So I am a professional. Come on, mom. Now in case you would like to go the traditional Big Four direction, you would like to go to PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, or EY, these type of Big Four auditing firm. Nowadays, we have AI who handled quite a lot of business tasks. In the old days, we have auditing, make sure that human being is doing the right thing. But when we have tasks assigned to AI, how could we ensure the machine is doing the right thing? This is the professional area of information system auditing. Say for example, I think several weeks ago you have heard about the US, one of the oil pipeline was being hacked. How can you ensure your system is secure? This is the area of cyber security. We have things that is being stored online in the cloud, and we have some kind of process that is being assigned to the cloud to handle. You will learn some kind of things related to cloud computing. There are some kind of compliance. In case you say that you are professional, you need to follow some of the rules that is set by the government. Those are being called compliances. You need to make sure how to make sure the AI is doing the right thing. This is called the information system auditing. And there is some kind of risk management, all these type of things. So this is quite a hot area. And in case you are taking information system auditing as your stream, there is a possibility that you can also pick accountancy starting from your second year of study. So when you graduate, you can call yourself BBA Accountancy and Information Management or BBA Information Management and Accountancy. So this is one of the big and hot topics nowadays, because a lot of people, just like the recent advertisement that you can see from Apple, they promote privacy in their iDevices. And I think I can share a personal story, is that the apartment that I'm living in, they are changing to some kind of smart devices door security system, and then they ask every one of us to apply for a smart card. And my mom asked me, and I have told my mom, you don't need to worry about it, just don't care about it. Why? Well, you are the owner of this apartment. Why do you need to disclose your habit of leaving and entering this apartment? Why should you let them know? So these are some kind of privacy issue. And in case you are taking ISA as your stream, you will know these type of things by learning cybersecurity. Now the last thing that okay, Jolie is here. I think Jolie, you are in the ISSN stream, and Jolie is very smart. I think Jolie has received 2 internship offer from 2 different companies. Now in case you are like me and like our smart students, you could run your own YouTube channel, you could run your Instagram, take advantage of your social capital and promote something. So in case you are like this, you like to talk with people, you like to socialize yourself and get yourself famous in the internet, you could take ISSN as your stream. We would show you something related to e-business, show you something related to social media, show you something related to digital marketing. So these are some courses that you need to take if you are in ISSN stream. And in case you are also interested in the way we teach in the university, so me and Tanya, so we have received an award quite recently called the Innovative CityU Learning Award, which is related to this e-business course. And in case you are a secondary school student, you are interested to know the way we have lesson in the university, feel free to scan this QR code. You will have the complete playlist of this course IS2505 e-business, which is taught by me in the previous semester. Okay, so in case you would like to have a look, feel free to do so. I run my own YouTube channel, and you could have a complete playlist of this particular course. Now, these are some general idea about where our graduate goes to. So our graduate mainly goes to Big Four, finance and the banking industry, and also those type of traditional technology firms. Okay, so these are the main direction. And in case you would like to have more concrete idea where our GBSM and IFMG student goes, so we have some track record that GBSM student goes to Apple to be an analyst, go to become management trainee in HSBC, and become analyst in JP Morgan. So those are future managers. They manage how to invest in some kind of future and companies with potentials, just like something that I've showed you before. 10 years ago, in case you have some money you invest in Apple, your wealth is now grown by 10 times. Okay, there is another company called Nvidia. 10 years ago when I was studying PhD, I have brought some shares that was $15, and yesterday Nvidia was $600, 40 times increase. Okay, so in case you are an IS professional, you know ABC, you know what is happening to the industry, take advantage of this knowledge. It will make you rich. Now we have IFMG student goes to traditional tech firm, go to the Big Four, and go to the marketing direction. They work in Facebook to become client solution manager. Just like in case you are from BI stream, you are from ISA stream, and you are from ISSN stream. Okay, now this is the general overview about the curriculum summary. So we have the JS1017, which takes 69 students this year. This is the indirect intake, and after first year study, student could pick GBSM and IFMG. So we have direct intake JS1018, which is GBSM, which takes 10 students, and we have direct intake to Information Management JS1019, which takes 10 students. For the JUPAS requirement, English, Chinese, Mathematics, you need to be level 3, LS level 2, and any additional 2 electives level 3. So these are the DSE requirement for our JUPAS choices this year. Now, before I end my presentation, let me remind you, we will keep this YouTube video on our YouTube channel of our department, so that you could, in case you would like to review something that we have mentioned in this video, feel free to keep this video. And in case you would like to ask any questions, we will go to the Q&A section now. And I think our admission tutor tenure will also have a Q&A section at 1 o'clock today. So let me switch back to our view here, and we will begin our Q&A section. So is there any questions that you would like to ask related to our JUPAS choices this year? Or maybe while we are waiting for the questions, so maybe I can ask David to give us some tips that you could share with our JUPAS applicants this year.
Hello, everyone. Next month, we will have some, we'll conduct an interview, right, for the JUPAS students. So some tips regarding the interview, and I think you need to get yourself familiar with the latest IT technologies, okay? The trend, right? Just now, Joseph already mentioned, I already give you some tips about the ABC technology. So what is AI? What is the big data? What is the cloud computing service? You should know this technology well, okay, and then try to understand how they could be possibly applied in some certain business context. And during the interview, actually, we'll also look at your critical thinking skills, communication skills. So if you can demonstrate your these capabilities, that will be great. So that's what I would like to say for now.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yeah.
So, is there any questions from our chat box? It seems we are still waiting for some questions. Oh, maybe we can ask Tanya to give us some tips. So, Tanya, when you look at the admission application, what will you look at?
In terms of global business systems management, on top of what David just mentioned, we would also like to look at students' view about what's happening around the world right now, because obviously global business systems management students need to take at least two exchanges overseas, and they need to have the global vision, obviously. So during the interview, on top of the ABC that Joseph mentioned before just now in the presentation, and of course those critical thinking, problem solving skills, we will also look at students, like I just mentioned, global mindset. And while they are having exchange, they need to go overseas, and the English proficiencies are important as well. So we will also look at students' English proficiency. So yeah, that's how we actually look at students' competence during the admission interview. And of course, okay, let me take off my GBSM major leader's hat and put on my admission tutor's hat. We are so obviously just now David has already mentioned, like of course before you come to have the JUPAS interview with us, the video that you're watching is a very, very good source for you to revise and recap and know more about what our department is emphasizing on our two majors, not just global business systems management, but also very importantly, information management are focusing on. And we also would like you to look at a lot of different news about the latest technology trends, so that you're more prepared for your JUPAS interviews to have better performance in the JUPAS interview.
Okay, so I think we have some questions coming in. So maybe maybe I can pass these questions to David. Morning, what is the competitive advantage of IS student versus pure CS and data science students? So maybe I can ask David to answer these questions.
This is a very good question. As you know, the IS the program, okay, is situated in the business college, right? And if you also look at the curriculum, you will see that half of the courses, okay, maybe about 10 to 15 courses that you need to take is related to business. For example, marketing, management, accounting, and finance, right? And then you also need to study 10 courses or maybe more related to the information systems. And Joseph just now mentioned, IS, we look at how you apply, okay, the information systems knowledge, computers knowledge to the business context. And you are equipped with the knowledge from both sides, business and computers, technology, right? So you can better understand about the company's requirements, their needs, so that you can formulate the design, okay, appropriately. And then in the later stage, you can further develop it nicely to fulfill the requirements. So you understand people's needs, and you can more easily understand, communicate with them, because you know both sides knowledge, right? People understand their knowledge, and you can communicate them with them well, and then can provide solution to help them to solve the problems. So that's the key difference between the IS and the traditional CS programs.
Yeah, maybe I can also share my own view, because me and David both teach Python, the programming language course, in the previous semester, and this is how I feel about the difference between information system and computer science student. Because computer science is more focused on the technical issues, how to make the computer work and how to design some solution, study some kind of algorithms and all these type of things. And because we are not pure scientists, we are in the business school, and that's why we need to understand the business content, and we design the computer solution to fit the business contents. And I think this is our strength. Okay, so I hope that it will answer that question. So maybe we can take another question.
So the other question is a student asking, is a coding is a must?
Is it?
Is it a must for recoding?
Yeah, coding is a must, but I would like to add on that it's not only a must for students majoring in information system. Actually, starting from next year, all business students need to take a coding class, which is called Fundamental of Python Programming for Business. So regardless what major you will be in the College of Business, it's accounting,
so
marketing.
Even if you are studying marketing management, you need to take Python anyway. So starting from this year. So for student entering the BBA program in CityU starting in this September. Okay.
So there are any other questions of is there any special benefits for students to learn or experience compared with other business major?
Okay. I think.
Is there any benefit?
Is there any benefit? Maybe we can ask Tanya to answer that question. I think one of the very interesting experience for our GBSM student will be to exchange.
Obviously, the major benefit would be, well, as we know, most of the business companies nowadays, no matter what nature they are, what discipline they are using various type of computers, technologies. A lot of them are focusing on big data, AI. And so if you learn this in your school or in your university, and you have a lot of hands-on experience already, or if you have already been exposed in this environment during your university and have done some of those related job in your internship, during your internship, you are in a much better place when you come out to work, when you graduate. So it would be the biggest benefit for our students in our departments, comparing to other business majors who may be just focusing more on their own discipline.
Now, I think maybe I can also share my viewpoint here, is that for these 2 years of the situation and also the pandemic, you can observe some major change to how we conduct business nowadays. So in the past, we have physical face-to-face information day and consultation day. These 2 years we switched to online mode just like now, and we need to adopt to this change. And I think most of the companies nowadays, if you can tell your potential employer that you know how to make video and then put it on YouTube, you know how to use Instagram to promote your brand, or you could make some kind of business process, automate that with artificial intelligence. So these are some of the major change to how we conduct business nowadays. And you can also see is that some traditional discipline, they still need to adopt to this change, apply those type of ABC to their traditional business processes. Okay, so these are something that you could observe what will be the major difference and what will be the experience in the in case you are taking information management or global business system management.
So that other questions of, will we have interview if we place this program as our JUPAS Band A choice after releasing the DSC result?
What will be the interview arrangement? Maybe we can ask Tanya.
We will have our JUPAS interview in around mid-June. But then after the DSC result, it depends whether we have very similar group of students. If we do, then we may need to have another round. But normally we have very good mechanism to differentiate students already.
Okay.
So focus on our upcoming.
So the next question is about will it be difficult to follow the IT course? So maybe there are some.
Will it be difficult to follow the IT course if I didn't take ICT as one of my secondary school elective?
So this question, maybe I can answer it because like I took ICT course in my secondary school, but I don't think this really beneficial for my study because like yes, because in secondary school the ICT course is very general, but in the university the courses like the coding, the SQL code is more specific. So actually, I don't think taking ICT in secondary school, not taking ICT will be more difficult if you want to enroll in our major. So I don't think this is a problem.
I think one of the big differences between secondary and university education in terms of these ICT is like in your secondary school, we try to in the secondary education we try to equip you with some kind of general skill, so enable you to do something. In the university, we are very specialized and professional area. We talk about in one specific professional area, something related to that particular, let's say in case you would like to become an information management expert. You are going to learn something related to database, you are going to learn something related to design, and also something related to the ABC smart technologies. So I think this is quite a big difference if you try to, well, there may be a slight advantage, but we will not consider it in the admission process. But for students, let's say in case you have some knowledge related to programming in secondary school, maybe you can pick up a little bit faster in university. So these are some very slight advantage that you may have, but most of the case you will not have the advantage.
And actually for the information management major, we offer 4 streams. Okay, it's 4 streams to cater to students' different background and preference. For some stream, for example, business intelligence streams, yes, it requires you to do a lot of coding, and then you need to learn some programming language. But for other streams, for example, internet service and social networks, it requires just a minimum amount of coding, because you just take courses related to search engine optimizations, how to integrate online service and offline service. So it does not require you to have deeper knowledge of related to technologies.
Okay.
So I think the next question is about, are all subjects given the same rating by the university during the selection process?
That depends on different departments' policy and their practices. For us, they are all same weighting, but for some other departments, I know they are in different weightings.
Okay, so we don't have so for JS1017, JS1018, and JS1019, all subjects are same weighting. Okay, all subjects are same weighting.
Yeah, we look at 6 subjects, the 4 core subjects and the 2 best electives.
Okay.
Mhm.
So are 2 overseas exchange being the compulsory graduation requirement for GBSM student, since the pandemic is still serious at this moment?
I hope when you come in for this batch of DSE students, JUPAS students, after you come into GBSM, the pandemic, hopefully they can settle down a little bit. For those affected students, we actually have policy to help them. So to actually change the requirement, not really change, but they can do other things to substitute the graduation requirement for having 2 compulsory exchange. But hope later on that the pandemic will settle down a little bit more, so we can all go out and travel.
Well, we don't know when we'll be over for the pandemic. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, but I know some of the students are also having exchange now, and they're also going to have overseas exchange in the coming September.
Okay, great. So it is still possible even under this pandemic time. Okay.
Yeah, and you also have the possibility to change your major from GBSM to Information Management. That does not have the overseas exchange requirement to graduate.
Okay.
So some student asked that which aspect we will emphasize more, like computing or e-business?
I think it depends on the stream that the student major and stream that student are interested in. If the student are interested in GBSM, then e-business, okay, or maybe internet service, mobile services, then they will has more weight. But if you're talking about the business intelligence streams in the IM major, then yeah, you need to learn big data analytics, right? Machine learning, and advanced Python programming. Then in that case, yeah, you need to learn those technical skills.
I think as some kind of personal sharing, because when I was studying BBA here, I was quite a technical person. I take a lot of technical courses like database programming, but I think eventually you will find your own interest. So maybe after your graduation or during your study, in fact, I'm more interested in those type of media production, promotion, design, social marketing, all these type of things. So 10 years after my graduation. So I think it could be changed. I think the very important thing is once you enter university, you start looking for what kind of interest that you are you are interested to do or you are interested in. So this is some kind of exploration process, and I think it may be for student, let's say 17 or 18 years old, maybe you are not clear about your path yet, but I think it's a good opportunity for you to look for one in the university.
Yeah.
IS department, the major benefit is we teach you very important technologies knowledge so that you can choose your path later on. So it could be quite flexible in some sense.
And that's why we will have the JS1017 path, right? So if you have not decided which major will fit you the best, then you can choose the JS1017, because at the end of the first year, then you can make the decision. And even you get into the let's say IM majors, you decide the stream, business intelligence, but later you found that you cannot handle the coding part, then you may switch your streams, okay, to internet service and social networks. There's possible. And we also, I see cases like that, and also see the opposite case. Some students at the beginning indicate their interest in internet service and social networks, and later they found that they have stronger interest in doing the coding, so they can switch their streams to the business intelligence.
Okay. So,
next question is about the JUPAS quota for JS1017. Maybe Joseph mentioned just now, but
yes, JS1017 is 69. Okay, this year JS1017 is 69. So, what is the criteria of choosing a stream? GPA, interview? I think we don't have a specific criteria for choosing a stream in case you are in information management. As long as you indicate your interest, then we will put you in that particular stream. But pay special attention here is that because starting from 2 years ago, the College of Business start to run the second major program. So there is some kind of possible second major pairs depending on your first major stream of choice in case you are in information management. So maybe after the first year of study, you can look into it, because every year we have some update to this type of pairs.
If there are any extra weighting if the student take M1 or M2 courses?
No, no, there will be no extra weighting between M1 and M2. So what is the major difference between information management and GBSM other than to exchange in a year? In a year? So I think so maybe I can give you some template answers here. So our GBSM program is an elite program. We aim to train up some smart managers, investors in the future who will be managers in some kind of international firms. Okay, maybe international tech company, maybe international iBank, these type of things. In information management is more professional track. Okay, it's more like a professional track. You become business intelligence professional. We have students who are second major in finance and information management. She told me that she would like to go the fintech career. She would like to do something related to fintech. And also one of the BI graduate we have Gigi. And I think she have received a job offer from PwC, from EY, and also from one of the banks in Hong Kong, doing some business intelligence things. Okay, so even Big Four requires some professional to do some business intelligence issues nowadays. Now for the ISA, most of our students go to the Big Four. And that's why there are 4 Big Fours. We have students going to all the Big Fours. And for the ISSN stream, we have Jolie here. Jolie is very smart, ISSN student, and I think you have received 2 internships from 2 of the companies. And we also have some interesting student. I think Eugenia, which I have showed in one of the slides. She's one of our very famous KOL, and I think she's not looking for a job. I think she is running her Instagram like her own business. And well, she have 15,000 followers on her Instagram. So yeah, these are some of our very interesting students we have in the information management. So I think I can tell you these differences.
The other difference is that IM major will give you the possibility to do double major. So you can double major accounting, right? Finance, marketing, etc. So later, when you look for internship, you may look for internship related to IS, internship related to marketing. So you double your opportunities in terms of looking for internship and also looking for job later on.
Yep.
So that's another key difference.
Yeah. And also just like something that I have mentioned, so starting from this year, the university is running the CityU talent program. In case you are in the business intelligence stream, there is a possibility that you can also get a master's degree within 4 years of study. So one BBA and one Master of Science when you graduate 4 years later.
Yeah, so that means you pay 1 year less of the tuition, right?
Okay, so I think that we have answered that question. So I would like to know, is there any scholarship in IS? I think 10 year is familiar with this scholarship scheme.
We have a big one, IS Smart Business Scholarship, and it is basically only available for students in our departments. We have different schemes of scholarship for different year of students. Especially for newly admitted students, we have additional scholarship for the students who have JUPAS score 27 or above. So when you come into CityU, you receive that.
Is there any scholarship for, let's say, GBSM going to exchange? I think some student also raised some kind of concern that going to exchange will be very expensive. Will there be some subsidies?
We have subsidies, so students who go for exchange, no matter GBSM or not, for local Hong Kong students, they're eligible to get some subsidy from the university. But since GBSM students need to go for another exchange, so the department will also sponsor that second exchange, that other exchange.
Okay. So can I still go to exchange if I am under the information management major? Yes,
Sure.
yes, it is possible.
Yes. Yeah.
It is possible, but I think it's not two exchanges. It will be one. Okay, and also the exchange is optional.
That's right.
Yeah, the exchange for information management will be optional, but for GBSM is there will be two compulsory as a graduation requirement for GBSM students.
Yeah, the one-time exchange will be sponsors, but yeah, you do not have to go to exchange in order to graduate.
Okay, so any professional qualifications like CPA can be obtained after completing this program? Is there any professional qualifications and recognitions?
If you are in the stream of IS auditing, then you can have some courses when you do some exam later on for qualifications such as CISA, the auditor, and all the other one is CISM, the Certified Information Security Manager. Those are certification. Then you can have some courses with, so it helps.
Okay, and I think we also every year we have some alumni coming back to share their way of obtaining these type of professional qualifications. I think every year we have some student groups organize, let's say some sharing related to how they go to Big Four, how they obtain those type of CISA certification, CPA certification, something like that.
And our department is also very resourceful. We have separate funding for students who are interested in attending other professional training. So we also have fundings to allow students to apply for that.
Okay. So are your students choosing their major depend on GPA? So I think this is something related to JS1017 after first year of study, how to select or the criteria related to selecting their major. So after first year of study.
We have a 40%, 60% major selection scheme for students who are on the top 40% in terms of GPA. CGPA at the end of their first year, they are eligible to select whichever major they're interested in within the department. So if they're interested in information management, of course, they can go into information management. If they're interested in GBSM, then they can go to GBSM. After these 40% students have selected their preferences, and then in the second round, the rest of the 60% of the students will select their majors. Depending on whether the majors quota is already full, then they will be assigned to different majors.
I think not only for major selection. I think once you are a university student, everything is about GPA. Okay, so once you enter the university, so not only picking a major, so everything is about GPA. So when you apply for scholarship, you need to have GPA over something. When you apply for second major, you have the GPA over something. And even if you apply for hall, there is some kind of weighting related to GPA as well. So so everything is GPA. So don't everything is GPA. So study hard. Okay, everything is GPA.
Even you want to change your majors outside of college of business. Yeah, again, the other
So
departments.
GPA
will
is
look at GPA.
everything. Okay, GPA is everything in the
Agree.
university.
Agree.
Okay, so I think we have already answered the question. Any subsidy for the exchange program? We have already answered that. And can we take double major with programs in the IS department? So you want to double major in, let's say, you want to major in GBSM and double major in information management? Will it be possible like that?
So which information management stream has wider career path? I think this depends.
Which stream is larger?
Which
wider career path.
I think it's like more opportunities or more choices after graduation. I mean, it's something like that. Which stream? So, David, which stream do you think that they will have a wider career path? I think that may not be the right question. I think I think maybe I could answer it this way. I think you need to think about your interests first. Okay, you need to think about your interests and also your personal behavior. Let's say in case you are a social person, you enjoy putting some photos on Instagram, all these type of things. Maybe the ISSM stream will be more aligned to your personality and also aligned with your interests. But in case you are a shy person, you like technical things, just like me, I always have a screwdriver in my office in case there's any issues related to my computer. I will repair it myself. So I think in case you are that kind of technical persons, maybe the BI stream will be more interested, maybe more suitable for you. In case you would like to just like me, when I was back in the days when I was studying BBA, I need to make sure my mom is happy to get a professional recognition. Then maybe ISA is a good direction. So I think this is some kind of advice. So I think it really depends. I think interest first. Okay, something aligned to your personality. Something, or maybe in case you would like to explore the world, okay, maybe GBSM is a better choice. So so I think it really depends on your personality and what kind of things that you would like to do. So I think this will be a more a better question, a better way to address that question. So I think the final question we have: do we need to pass the IELTS or TOEFL before the overseas exchange of GBSM?
That is a requirement. Let's say for IELTS, the minimum would be 6.5 if you want to have an overseas exchange in terms of like those English speaking countries or foreign language speaking countries. But if you want to have exchange in, let's say, mainland China or Taiwan, there is no such requirement.
Okay. And I think some university, they have also some interesting requirement related to their language ability. I think some Japan, they need to have some kind of Japanese qualification. And I think in the previous year we have student exchange in Germany. Okay, and I think they should have some level of German ability. Okay,
I think for Germany, they are better in English, but then for some students who told me after they have returned from the exchange, if they have gone to France, originally they said that the course is conducted in English, but eventually that at the end of the eventually the course was actually conducted in French.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I think the key idea for exchange is you need to pay special attention to the specific requirement of some universities. Okay, so in case you have a university or a country in your mind, make sure that you are well prepared for your exchange before your third year. Okay, make sure you have good preparation in your first and second year before you go to the exchange, and look at their specific requirement for a specific country or in a specific university. I think this is the advice that I will give you in case you go for the GBSM. Okay, so I think this is all the questions. So thank you very much for coming to this consultation day. Once again, we will keep this live stream available on our department YouTube channel. And I think Tanya, you will have another Q&A section at 1 o'clock, and the corresponding information for that Q&A section is available on the university website for this consultation day. Okay, so thank you very much for all of you coming to this live stream, and we are looking forward to have your application and seeing you in September in CityU in the Department of Information System. Okay, so thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.